How do you leverage going to a conference? I don't know about you, but I go to conferences on a regular basis throughout my year to grow my business, VIVO Team. You may be an executive that goes to a conference to learn new skills so that you can be a better professional within your organization. It doesn't matter what angle we come to the conference with, it just matters how we leverage or lift our participation. So I do a number of things when I go to a conference. Number one, I create objectives before I attend. Number two, I make sure that when I am attending, I have sort of an execution list of things to do so that I know how I want to maximize my experience. And number three, when I get back, I do something like this. I reflect on how well did I do against my objectives. And number four, and most importantly sometimes, I make sure that I carve out time to follow up with all the people that I networked with and I met at the conference. So I want to tell you a little bit about an example, recent example. I just went to VIVO Canada's Canadian conference in Toronto, Ontario. It was their Key to Accelerate conference. My objectives this year, my second year at the conference, were a few. I had a few. Number one, I had the opportunity to meet with corporations who have a supplier diversity network and they're purchasing from women's entrepreneurs like me, products and services. There's an opportunity at this conference to sit together and have meeting matches with corporations, and you have to register for those before the conference. I made a very strategic decision that I wanted to meet with the same people that I met with last year, and I did that because I wanted to continue the dialogue and go in deeper with the companies that I was meeting. I succeeded. It worked really, really well. Different than last year when I was talking to them about how VIVO Team builds healthy and profitable teams, tests, trains, and tracks team performance, and helps add profitability to your company. I had the opportunity to speak specifics with those procurement agents about what size of teams, what types of teams, what kinds of challenges. So that was really helpful for me because now when I go do my follow-up, I have deeper information and a deeper and richer dialogue from which to connect with. My second objective was to make sure that I reconnected with some of the fellow weebies that I had met in the first year. And I certainly did that and had a lot of fun while doing it. The third was to make sure that I performed well by moderating and emceeing the perfect pitch, which is a Dragon's Den style pitch that is put on by VIVO Canada. It offers weebies the opportunity to pitch their business in 60 seconds, to be judged by a panel of judges, and a finalist is announced. Last year, I was fortunate enough to win the pitch for VIVO Team, and this year, VIVO Canada asked me to be the MC of that event at the end of the conference. I had a lot of fun being the MC, and I really want to give Kay Douglas of Douglas Marketing Group a big shout out because she won the 2014 Perfect Pitch. She did a great job. So, next step for me, I've done my objectives, I've checked them all off, I've now done my reflection, and the next thing is to make sure that my team is on board to make sure that that follow-up happens in a significant and regular manner throughout the year until next year's VIVO conference. For all of you who are women's-owned entrepreneurs, if you don't know about VIVO, it might be time that you check into getting certified. Anyway, Renee Sofrata, building healthy and profitable teams. Have a great year of conferences. Talk soon.